Hello everyone, welcome once again to the Sensi Royal Fashion. Today I want to show you how to cut stretch skirts. Now, wait, here is my material. The first thing to do is to fold your material into two like the way I folded mine. Then take the largest part of your body and add 2 inches allowance to it. Now the largest part of my body is the hip measurement, which is 41. Then I will divide it into 4, then add 2 inches to it. So to get my folding, this is it. So after that, you take your full length. You take your full length measurement. This is my full length. I added only 1 inches allowance because I want to use my lining to turn it. So after that, you take your hip length. You create your hip line. So I'm working, my hip line is 8. I'm using 8 as my hip line. And this is my waistline. My starting point is my waistline. So after that, I'm going to insert my waist. My waist is 33 divided by 4. I'll put it 8.25. I'll put it plus 2 inches allowance. After I turn it with my lining, I will still have something remaining. Let's say it's 1.5 inches. Now, you now go to your hip line, you insert your hip divided by 4. Mine is 41 divided by 4. I chalk it plus 2 inches allowance. I chalk it. Then from there, you connect it to the hip line. Now, when you connect it to the hip line, you go to your hem line. Make sure whatever you have on the hip line. Mine is 12.28. You come down to the hem line. You have to minus 1.5 inches from what you have, or better still, you can use 1 inch. So my own was 12.2. So I'm going to remove like 1 inches from it. Then I will have 11.2. You can remove 1.5, but I'm removing 1 inch because I'm going to turn it with lining so that I will not have too much shortage. So from there, you connect it down to the line. So after that, you cut it out. It's very simple. So I'm done cutting the front. We are going to fold the back and place the front and cut it. It's very easy. At the back, you are going to remove zipper allowance. So this is it. 1.5 inches for zipper allowance, or you can also use 1 inch depending on what you want. You can use 1.5, you can use 1 inch, but I'm going to use 1.5 inches so that after turning with the lining, I will still have something left. Okay, I'm gonna check my measurement now. So this is 1.5. It's even more than. Okay, this is 1.5 inches. Okay. Interesting it. Good. So I'm okay with this now. What I will do next is for me to cut it out. I will cut it out, then proceed with the lining, cutting of the lining. So this is it. It's set. I'm dressing it so that I won't have excess. So I'm done cutting the front panel and the back panel. The next thing now is to cut out the lining. What you will do to the lining is that this particular 1 inches that I added here, added 1 inches for aiming. So I'm not going to aim it, I'm going to use lining to turn it. So what you will do to your lining is that you will cut exactly like this, then you will minus 1 inches from that lining, so that when you sew on it, that lining will carry this 1 inches that you added here. So when you're cutting lining, remove 1 inch from the down part, both the front and the back. I'm done cutting my lining. Now I'm going to remove that 1 inches. As you can see, it's exactly the skirt I have. So I'm going to remove the 1 inches out. I'm going to chop it. I'm going to cut it out. That is the 1 inches. Cut it out. I will do the same to the back panel. I'm done removing the back 1 inches from the down part of the lining. So the next thing, I forgot to insert my darts, but I will show you now. Now, since I have added 2 inches, so it will not even affect the dart, because the dart is just like half an inch from both sides. That's 1 inch. So what you will do is that you take the nipple to nipple measurement. So I'm working with the nipple to nipple measurement with 7 inches. I'm working with 7 inches. 7 inches divided by 2 will give me 3.5. So what I'm going to do, from the center of the front, you place your 3 inches this way. You notch it. When you notch it, you can take like 4 to 5 inches downward, depending on what you want. So me, I'm going to make use of 5 for 5 inches. So when you finish, 1.5 inches here, 1/2 inches here. So it will come this way. If you want to cut it out, you can cut it out, but me, I don't want to cut it out. I will just hold it and sew it down to this 5 inches. So I will do the same thing to the back. The back will come from knot that I notch for my zipper allowance. From there, I will measure my 3.5 inches inward. I will also take my 5 inches downward from there. Then I will notch it also, so that when I'm about to sew, I will make use of, I will know, or I will not make mistakes. So I've notched my dart point. I also notch the back panel also. So my dart now is ready. The next thing for me to do is to go ahead and start the sewing process. So I'll open up my lining, place lining right side facing each other. I will sew on the right side. So let's proceed the sewing. Okay, after sewing, I will show you the outcome. It's too long. I'm done with everything. After sewing, I will show you the outcome. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so that whenever I post a video, you'll be notified. Thanks so much. God bless you. Have a wonderful day.